G'day chaps, welcome back to the Long Dark. We are going to be climbing Timberwolf Mountain. I'm carrying on basically right where I left off, so we're right by the engine. We've just climbed the first rope, you can actually see it in the distance there, up the mountain, so we're at the very early stages. Firstly, let me say welcome. Thank you for watching, I'll always appreciate it. Secondly, I'll give you a little bit of background as to what I'm thinking right now. So, I did actually find, you can't really see it, but just up ahead there is the entrance to a cave. And I've not really had a chance to explore it, so I'm going to head to that cave. We're also pretty tired because of that climb up the rope there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this wolf here. Come on, boy. And then I'm going to eat him. Right where I want you. Boom! See the arrow go off there? Let's put that out, save my torch, get the arrow. So I didn't actually bring much food up with me because weight's a real restriction when you're climbing the ropes. So if I just show you quickly, we're already heavier than you're allowed. You can only climb up with 40 kilos, but in terms of our food, I've only brought stuff that's very high in calories and very, very light. But it's not stuff I want to use unless I absolutely have to. So I want to use renewable resources like wolf meat. So I'm going to take all the meat I can off this animal here. I'm going to harvest some wood from some trees around, and then I'm probably going to settle down and go in and explore that cave. I'm not going to rush the climb of this mountain, so the objective is of course to get to the top, but I want to do it in a kind of, I wouldn't say slow, but I'm gonna, it's not just a mad dash to the top, if you want to put it that way. I'm going to drop this meat because there's another animal I killed just over there. I want his meat as well, so I'm going to go get both of them. So I'm going to drop all this. Drop that, lighten up a little bit. We hardly have any water with us either. So I climbed that rope with the maximum weight I could get. And now I'm going to create some food and water for myself from the resources I find. So that I don't actually, so that I can basically keep, where is it? So I can keep the efficient food, the really efficient food, spare. I want to keep that in reserve. That's for sort of the top stages of the mountain, when there aren't any resources, or there aren't any animals to kill, or there isn't any wood to find. I'm just taking my torch out in case a wolf surprises me, by the way. I will repeat, this is a, you can call it a, not exactly blind, but whereas I've explored all of the lowland areas around Timberwolf Mountain, this is actually my permanent base, Timberwolf Mountain. I've moved here. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh, I'm just going to use a flare. I'll try and kill this guy too, because I don't want any. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. So they talked about the fact they'd introduced a kind of a wave from tiredness, and I think we just experienced that, because I aimed, and then my aim actually wavered. So this is why we brought the flares. So I was trying to actually switch, I'm going to get rid of this because it's too loud. I was trying to switch over to my torch. I don't want to use the flares unless I have to, of course. They are not a renewable resource. So I was trying to switch over to my torch, but because I'd been surprised by that wolf and I had to move quickly, I just got whatever I could. My priority right now is preserving my clothes. I have the best clothes made from animal skin, and I don't want to lose that. Now this is gonna make us too heavy. It's gonna make us very, very slow. But in terms of weight, a lot of people think you need to be under 30 kilos. That's absolutely false. You don't need to be under 30 kilos at all. You need to be, I think personally, the most efficient weight for being out for really long periods of time is in the sort of mid 40 kilo range. If you get up to 50 kilos, you're too slow. So you see how tired and hungry and everything we are. I may have to use some of our food and drink our water. So I'm going to come up to this cave here. We're going to go in, we're going to explore that cave. But first I need wood and meat. So we have the meat, we have the food. I'm going to drop all this here. Don't need to worry too much about its condition, because meat can get down to 50% and cooking it improves it by 50%. Right, we're going to need some kind of food. So I'm going to eat the energy bar first. You get 500 calories for 0.1 of a kilo, 100 grams, whereas you get 600 for the crackers. So I'm going to eat the energy bar first. It's all about efficiency. I'm going to drink the water we have. So we've only got 5 hours of daylight left. So even though we've really not got very far, if you want to, and I'm going to say properly, if you want to climb the mountain properly, as in take your time and do it safely, I see it as a very much a sort of a staged process. And like I said, I don't see it as going slowly, but I really want to explore as well. I want to see what there is on this mountain. So yeah, this for me is absolutely not a mad dash to the top. This is very much get to know the mountain. I want to see everything there is to see. Cedar. Ooh, that's a huge one. 5 pieces. This should be enough for us to cook the meat we have. So what I've done is I've got loads of wood, I've got loads of meat. We've created renewable resources for ourselves, and this is what we'll consume on our way up the mountain. Yeah. What else can I tell you? Yeah, I mean, all I can really say is how absolutely fantastic I think this map is. I'm truly, truly enjoying it. It adds that missing piece to the game that so many people are asking for, and again, just massive respect to the devs, because they've really listened, and I really have a lot of confidence in Raphael and the rest of the team. They've created, look how slow I am now, you see, but it's worth it, because as soon as I get in this cave I know I'm safe, and then we can cook up all our food. I can't even get on here. I'm crawling. I'm not even... there we go. As soon as I get in, I'm going to set up a fire. Okay, here we go. New location discovered, cave. Now, I'm not going to mess about. I'm not going to head in. Let's just get this fire lit. There we go. Okay. Can't use that. Now, as I remember, I had some matches that were worse than the others, so I'm going to use the ones that ring. I'm going to break that down. This arrow. That's about reducing weight as much as possible. Break the arrow down. So these matches here, I've got 20 matches that are 45%, so I'm going to use those first. I'm going to use the tinder plug and It's fine to use the... Yeah. So we can cook up all our meat, we can cook loads of water, get all comfortable, maybe take a couple more torches. This is all stuff that we could have carried up, but it's just not efficient for us to do so. I would have had to do 2 climbing runs to get up here, and it would have taken a lot of time, and yeah. I picked up a bunch of sticks. I'll throw all these on first. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook up a single piece of meat and then eat it, because I think we're pretty hungry. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're really hungry. So let's get that down our necks. Do with another piece. So even though we've not gone very far, it's obviously been a long day for our character already. Yeah, I'm also incredibly excited about story mode, obviously. It's looking absolutely incredible, and because of the confidence I have in the devs, I really believe they're going to do it right as well. I have absolute confidence that they'll get it right. Right, we need some water. I'll go for a reasonable amount, 3.5. 3.5's about the optimal amount, I think, in terms of how much to carry. When I head out for long periods of exploration, as in heading out for an entire day, excuse me, just moving my headset, I usually take 3 or 3.5 litres of water. It seems to be about the perfect amount for me. Now we're still too heavy, but as I cook this meat and burn off the rest of that wood, that should come back down. As long as we're under 50 kilos, we shouldn't be too slow. So that's what that's going to be what I aim towards. And if we are too heavy, then I'll drop anything that's not necessary. We're obviously going to sleep the night here too, so we'll wake up and we'll need to eat more meat. So that'll be another kilo off our frame. And really, I think if we're too heavy and we're having to drop stuff, we're in a really good condition. This is how I've learned to play the game. Yeah. Alright, so we're getting too tired. We're going to start taking some damage soon. That's okay though, because we're gonna have a good sleep. I may end up dropping this wood here, because there's a chance we'll have to head through this cave rather, and then retrace our steps. You guys probably know, if you've played this already, you guys will know if I'm going the right way or not. I don't know yet. This is the first time I've really explored this cave while having any kind of idea of where I was going. That makes sense. Let's see now. So I've taken all these torches because I'm going to try and save the fuel in my lantern. So it's time for a sleep, and we can explore this cave in the morning. So do we need food? Almost, but not. We're still okay. So now I've got tons of food, tons of water. Yeah, I'm going to drop that wood here. I'll be there if we come back and we need water. Yeah, we need to do anything, so I'm going to drop all that. I'll keep the 2 tinder plugs, they might come in handy. And let's get our head down for a sleep now. That's not placing properly. This is the bearskin rug, by the way, if you've not seen it. I'll go for 7 hours, that's what I tend to do, and then I'll have a bite to eat. And a drink, and then sleep another hour or 2. Again, that seems to be kind of optimal, just in my experience. So you see how we're way back under 50 kilos now, so I think we should be able to move without problem. We still need some more rest, so I'm going to sleep another 2 hours. It doesn't matter so much what time of day it is, obviously, because we're inside a cave, but I do want to be full of energy while I'm exploring, so Okay, we're good. Let's take a little drink and let's go. That's obviously the exit. I may just burn my fuel, my lantern, just because you see that much more. So the torch, while it's good and it's obviously a renewable resource, the light just really doesn't go that far. So the lantern is optimal. I don't have any spare fuel, so we're going to have to be kind of just aware of how much we have. Oh, I've been here before, I recognize this. So this, I've been here before, and it was in my, when I started here on this map. Oh, look at that, how scary is that? And so as I was saying, I think in the last episode, when I did actually start a game on this map to see what it was like as soon as the map was released, because I was curious. And I did find that entrance there, so I have been in this cave before. But I was kind of lost at the time. I didn't have a lantern, I think. I was just doing it by torchlight. And so I do at least know it's safe. I don't think there are any animals down here. I remember I didn't find too much last time. There's plenty of wood. That's good. So that's fir. That's the best wood in the game, pretty much. Let's see what else. There's some more wood. If I do find any tools, if I find a hatchet or anything like that, I will probably leave it and come back and get it on the way back down from the summit. I don't really need any tools. The stuff I've got is at 100%. It's as good as it can be. So I don't have any need for any tools. I've got all there is to get. I mean, I've got what I think is the most efficient collection of stuff. Now we're heading down, which is obviously telling me that we're going to have to retrace our steps. And if that's the case, if we get to the bottom of this cave, as I'm pretty sure we will, and I'm going to recognize where we come out because I've explored all the lowland areas. If we do come out at the bottom, and that's going to mean to me, because I know the other entrance, that's going to mean that I can kind of put the pieces together, and I know that we should be going back, basically. And if that is the case, I'll go back up, ready for the start of the next episode, so you don't need to watch me retrace my steps, because that's kind of boring. There's a torch, that's going to be useful. Gloves I'll take and just break down. I'll take those and break those down too. Crackers are always good. That's good too. This guy won't have anything, I imagine. Nothing of particular use. Yeah. So really not too much from that guy. The coal I'm going to leave as well, even though it's kind of quite a useful source of fuel. We don't need it. We have more than enough wood. So there's the other entrance. Let's just check to see if I'm going to come out where I think I am. If I am right, and I'm coming out where I think I am, this is going to be Echo Ravine, I think it's called. And Echo Ravine's a way to access. It's quite an easy way to get back to the hut. I can turn this off now. Let's see how much we've got left. So I used about a quarter of it. Let's have a look. So, what do we have? Yes, we are exactly where I thought we were going to be. Yep. Look, I left that there. Okay. So I've been here before. It's part of my exploring, so I left a torch here too. and some wood. As I wait, we're nearly at 50k, so I'm going to leave both of those. I left them there just in case, a sort of little survival kit for myself. Okay, so we've explored the cave. I'm going to head back up to the entrance, and I'm going to do it using my torches, so that I don't use any lantern fuel. And yeah, we'll start the next episode back at the top of this cave, which we now know, because we've done a little exploring, we now know that is the start of the true ascent of the mountain. Yes, so I will take us up there, and we'll start that the next episode right at the entrance of the cave. Guys, do let me know, of course, if you're enjoying it. I really do appreciate it that you're watching this, especially if you watched it all the way through. That means a lot to me. Do leave me a like or a comment. Let me know you're enjoying this. As I've said many times, I don't make money from this, and any money I do make gets reinvested directly back into the channel. So any kind of support you give me, just any kind of encouragement, really makes a big difference. And again, if you're interested in seeing your name in the credits as a producer or an executive producer at the start of the video, you can support me on Patreon and get your name in lights. That's it, boys. I'll see you in the next one, and we'll start our ascent up the mountain. Ciao for now.